Christy! Oh, you come back? Oh, come on. Congratulations.
It's just embarrassing.
Oh, congratulations. Oh, you walk back. Congratulations, Christy. You mind share your story, Christy?
Well, I was born anyway. I'm really kind of flabbergasted that I'm standing up here. Because I didn't know why. I actually almost texted you going, Chelsea, why do you have me here this time? Because the drive out to Monrovia is not very easy. And I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. And I think it's, in our environment, I focus on doing the right thing. And for me, doing the right thing is helping my clients. I don't really pay attention to my numbers. I know I'm supposed to know my numbers, but my numbers are, did they have a great experience? Am I gonna get a 5-star review? Am I gonna get a referral from them? Those are my numbers. Those are what I focus on, and I did not pay attention to my numbers. So coming in, Zanuck actually showed me the chart, and I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be here. So I didn't know, but it is, like you were just saying, it's being in an environment where we all share. I think we all grow a lot, and it's all about making it better. In our industries, we want to be that advisor, because they do have Zillow, they have Open Door, they have Redfin, they have everything at their fingertips, and sometimes clients, as you know, will come to us and say, well, I already know about that, or how come I saw this before you saw it? But what's the difference? It's you. It's how you interact with them, how you service them. And like I said, my numbers are my 5-star reviews. My numbers are, will I get a referral? My numbers are they excited and pleased about the service I gave them. One of my clients just wrote me a review and she said, I just made a friend for life. That's what's important to me. And so I am honored to be here. Rudy, we were one person away in a coffee shop, and that's why I'm here. And that was at a Greg Proctor conference, and I know it was God ordained because if you've been to a conference, the coffee shop is always packed. There's always tons of people to get more caffeine, and it was just me and Rudy.
Yeah, congratulations, Christy. And what I noticed about you, you don't see the other people as competitors, right? So do you see the impact that did you watch when Sonia shared her story?
Yeah, I was standing back there.
Yeah. So do you see the impact that you have because of you share, right? If you look at Sonia, when Sonia called you and you're like not sharing, right? But now you see the joy of that's why we are very passionate about building the team. It's beyond the money, right? Because it's because we truly change lives, right? And things like Sonia's story wouldn't happen if you keep it a secret, right? Sonia is actually, for those of you who don't know, Sonia is literally on Christy's backyard, right? So if Christy have a very limited mindset, well, Christy could have easily keep it a secret, right? But you share. But you know what's funny? The more you share, now you have Sonia in your backyard, the lead flow actually is more. It's counterintuitive. Because if you're the only one, we can generate less buyers and listing appointments. The more of you, think about it. How many, Mr. Steve Del Viega, I'm not sure if you know, what is the number of website traffic? Was it like what? Do you have the numbers, like 6 million? How many hits on Realtor.com, for example?
Oh, it's 119 million unique users a month.
119 million unique users. So don't have a scarcity mindset. Like 190 million. You just need like what? 20 or 30, 50. I don't know how big you think you are. You only need maybe like 500 deals, 1,000 deals, right? So what I learned from you, Christy, is that you are very, very generous. You always inspire and encourage other people, and including the people like what appears to be in your package. And I use Sonia as a clear example on this. So thank you for always sharing. Congratulations.
Thank you, Rudy.
Oh, we got a picture. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris.
Did you just come back from Hawaii? When was it?
I stepped back at the end of last week.
Okay, yeah, because I'm not sure if you are still here or.
No, I'm here.
Okay. All right, that's good. I was about to say she flew all the way from Hawaii. No.
Awesome. All right, guys, so moving right along, we have Mr. Realtor.com himself, Jeff Pittman.
Jeff Pittman!
5.3 million sales volume for Q2 2021.
Jeff, thank you for making your home sold guaranteed realty looks good in front of the other realtor. Is this the guy that's putting scorecard numbers on again? Congratulations. Share your story, Jeff.
Oh boy. I'll keep it short. So last year, my personal GCI was 190,000, and this year so far I'm at over 300,000.
Woo!
So I don't think I would have done that unless I joined this great team, and all my team members, everybody out here, all shares, and I learned from every single one of you, even if you've been in the business a long time like me, or you just started the business. And I just learned something new from Zenick today. Right, Zenick? Gave me a great idea. So.
What is it?
No, he was just talking casually about how he got a deal accepted, and he said that he had his clients mirror their buyer letter to kind of the story of the seller. So they had kind of made a connection, found out why the seller was selling, and sort of mirrored their letter to sort of match. I never heard that. I was like, that is unbelievable. Thanks, Senna. So that's the kind of stuff you learn every day. And no matter how long you've been in the business, you can always be better at this job, and you can learn from everybody.
Jeff, can you introduce them? How long you been in business so people know a little bit background? Because we use the words be humble, be coachable all the time. How do you know somebody is coachable? Many people, Jeff, join real estate, never sell anything in their life. Maybe sell one or two, and suddenly somehow think they know everything, right? It's very common, right? So do a little bit introduction. Share everybody your resume.
It's going to be a long resume. I was licensed 32 years ago, as of this month actually.
How many of you are not even 32 years old? Michelle, how old are you? Michelle? Millionaires real estate agent Michelle is 27. So when you are selling homes, she didn't even exist.
Right. So I started in the mortgage business as a loan officer. I moved up to upper management, ran a big mortgage company, started my own company. That was a nationwide mortgage company, escrow, real estate. Unfortunately, that company doesn't exist after 2008. You can guess why. And then after that, I started flipping homes, and I flipped probably over 100 homes. I made money on all those, which is unusual in that business, believe it or not. And just kind of found myself in real estate. I've always loved real estate. When I was a kid, I drove around and looked at everything being built and remodeled, and just always enjoyed it. So I'm doing what I love, and so that's my resume.
Yeah, that's awesome. And every day you come. What I notice, what I observe about you, right, Chelsea? When you observe Jeff, since the beginning, you have an open mindset, right? Every time you go on the training and coaching, you could have easily said, I know all this. Right, you've been around for 32 years. You are doing very well, right? And so but you can open. Can you share with everybody how do you keep that spirit of being coachable, being humble? Like, what does it mean to be coachable? Like you're willing to listen. Just now, like Steve said, right? You ask and you listen. The problem with the average people, Jeff, they ask and then they talk over it. Hey Jeff, can you show me how to do it? Oh, let me show you my way, right? But I noticed you never. Right, Chelsea? Never, even till today. You actually never done. So can you share to inspire the young people, including me? I'm talking about all of us young people, right? To inspire us how to have this open-mindedness, be humble, be coachable, and always have this hunger to learn, right?
I've trained a lot of salespeople in my career, and hired and fired a lot of people in my career, and so in sales, I always try to use the analogy like an athlete. So the very, very top athletes, how did they get there, right? They trained every single day, no matter how good they were. And even if they're the very, very best in the world, guess what? They're still training, right? So why is that any different in our business? It's exactly the same. So He was talking about basketball. Unfortunately, don't know much about basketball, but do the best athletes in the world in basketball, do they continue training and try to get better every day?
Literally watching, in my era, Jordan, Magic, and Bird, and watching Magic Johnson spend 35 minutes before practice, 35 minutes after practice every day, more than everybody else. And he said, I don't count practice, everybody does practice. It's what I do outside of what everybody else does. And Riley walked by me, I'll never forget, I was stretched on the floor watching Magic shoot, and he goes, "Oh, there's good and great in this league. 25 minutes more there. Good and great."
That's the right mindset right there.
Awesome. Woo, thank you. Congratulations, Jeff. Congratulations. Thank you for your advice. Hey, congratulations, Jeff.
Awesome. Great job.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Sorry.
Awesome. All right, guys. So congratulations, Jeff.
Now, taking it all the way out to Coachella Valley,
Palm Springs. We want to recognize our team leader, Ron Bone, $5.4 million.
Our newest location on the map, Palm Springs. Welcome to Los Angeles. Took you 2 hours to be here. Thank you so much.
The perfect example of falling forward, 1973, my basketball team was invited down to the Forum to meet some of the Lakers. We met Pat Riley. At that time, he was number 12 on a 12-man team. He rode the pine, but he fell forward all his life, and there's very few more successful people around. So thank you for that. Thank you, Rudy, Benny, Chelsea, for this opportunity. I'm not very good at ad-libbing, so I wrote a very long speech.
Let's give you a bit.
No.
Oh, okay.
Not that long. Very quickly. I'm honored to be part of the most successful, forward-thinking realty company in North America. The key element to this opening line is that we all enjoy what we're doing, and we continually look for ways to better ourselves by taking time to assist each other. The number one aspect of sales is exposure, and here at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we are exposed continually to new ideas and angles that will help push our efforts to stay at the top of the industry. All these different options can be overwhelming for us to incorporate as individuals, but this is where our team shines above other companies in that we all take a few of these options and try them. However, we share what works best for us, and we benefit from other team members that are sharing what works best for them. At Your Home Sold Guarantee, we train daily to better serve our clients. This training inspires our team to go the second mile, which ensures our clients achieve their heart's desire. This becomes a continual cycle of happy clients who readily give us 5-star reviews, referrals, and by utilizing the follow-up systems we've been taught, we have lifetime clients. It's a growing list that all of us are here today to benefit from. Again, I'm honored to be with you all, and sincerely thank you for your help.
Thank you. Let's go take a picture here. Congratulations, Bone.
Perfect. All right. So next we have yet another team member of Team Freeman Way. So let me recognize Caroline.
Caroline!
Team 2.
$10 million producers, Caroline Lee.
I just sent the kid.
Oh,
She have a speech?
Oh, you have a speech?
Thanks for having me. I'm actually going to dedicate my awards to all the people out there that said I wouldn't make it on a Mandarin speaking team. I know, zero Mandarin, I'm not Mandarin, I'm Korean, but look who's laughing now. Now, real quick, I think everybody's heard my story like Derek. I came from a developer background, so I've been working with developers the last 13 years of my life. and I've been working like a donkey. I'm tired. I never had any time with my daughter. It was just about 9 to 5, working for developers, making them a lot of money. So I wanted to join a team that I could party with all the time. So that's why I picked the Freeman Wayne team. But more than that, I think the most important thing is I've been in the industry for a while. I've seen a lot of people. The one thing great about this office, this brokerage, is that there's so many different types of people. So like you have somebody like Sunny Wong, Tina, Renee, someone like Michelle. Everybody's so different from one another. And what I love about everybody is that no one's arrogant. Everyone keeps their nose to the grindstone. People here are humble, they share. So at the end of the day, the one thing that we all have in common is that we all have thick skin. You gotta have thick skin to make it in this business. It's not for the faint of heart. The training is amazing. And I just love being with people here because everybody's really humble. So, thank you.
Hey, we all love your video on YouTube. If you're not following Caroline on YouTube, follow, subscribe, like, whatever.
The goal is for her to sell 100 homes by the time she's 21. And
How
she can get hired anywhere.
Good job. Your
She's
video.
mommy's retirement income.
Yay, congratulations.
Alright guys, moving along, another amazing team member from Team Freeman Wing. We wanted to recognize Wesley.
Wesley! Get your story, Wesley.
All right, yeah, I'm Wesley, and then first time to be here, and just feeling grateful and blessed to be here to join. First, I would like to thank Freeman for how I know Freeman's. We randomly in a group of realtor WeChat group, and then they host a badminton competition, and then we just pick draft, and I was called. We were paired as a team. We don't know each other. And Freeman was a top agent at the time. I told brother one of the top, and then they just come in and who is Wesley? I was like, okay. I just joined real estate. I don't know anybody, and I just paired with him. And then we were managed to went into final. Without knowing each other, without practice, we were in the final. And after that, that's how the first start, how we know each other, and then later on, and then we speak to each other, and they say, how you do in the company? I was in a small brokerage firm, my friend's company. So you do your own open house. And like Sunny says, sometimes it can get kind of boring. Like maybe 1 or 2 people with you, but right now we have many that and it's be like having fun, and you also learn from each other how they handle different customer negotiation and things like that. And then I speak to Freeman, and then Freeman say, oh, and he introduced me Remix Titanium at the time. And I tell him, oh, okay, I'm new to this. But one day I come across online Facebook thing about Zillow. And then Zillow started to introduce cash offer in 2019. And then I say, shoot, this is gonna kill all of us. Like, as a routine, eventually it's gonna kill all of us. And then I start to think like, okay, if we're really gonna take anything down, and then I look at Remix Titanium, they have like so many reviews, one of the highest review in Southern California, here, San Gabriel Valley. I say, okay, if Zillow really gonna affect any brokerage, I think Realty will be the last one to stand there, because they have the most review. They cannot come into any community by themselves. They cannot just overtake the whole area by themselves because they don't have the manpower to do this. The market in Eastvale and San Gabriel Valley is totally different. You can look at the price, but it's totally different when it comes to putting an offer, getting a listing. It's different. And I say, okay, fine. I think Rudy will be the one to last them. And then that was 2020. I think it was 2020. And then at the time we lost to John Hart, right? In the beginning, I was like, then Freeman comes to me like, okay, now what? Are you gonna quit? I said, no. And then now we are back with Zillow. And that's how I first joined Freeman. And then after joining, and then a lot of team members helping each other. Like we have constantly meeting. Let's say we have like hot case that we work with, we throw it out to the meeting. Everybody chip in their thought and brainstorm, and sometimes Sonny become my spy. And we want to, we want to get an offer of what the highest bid. Sonny will become rich guy from China, like trying to buy cash offer. And then that's how we do it, like normally. At least one of the techniques, I don't know whether that's good or not, but that's one of the techniques. Sometimes we did get the highest bid price, and then we overbid them. And yeah, that's main thing. And then biggest takeaway, like after joining the brokerage, I think as a buyer agent, the ultimate package really helped a lot. Like that's when it comes to buyer side, and then the arbit really changed my mindset as well. Because previously I was like Rudy, and sometimes I keep asking Rudy every day, like a lot of questions. Whenever I know Rudy say, okay, what problem you got? And then I say, okay, now I have this. And sometimes when come across like, I just closed one almost 1.7 deal home. Like I was trying to get everybody arbit and remove all contingencies, but in my mind, I just never thought it's gonna happen. So I calling Freeman, I call Rudy, and I say, okay, just do it. And then from that point on, the guy raised another 100,000 and he removed all contingency. Like from that point on, like this year, all my listing is all remove all contingency. So that's the mindset that we get. So from the selling side, arbit really help a lot, and then from the buying side, the ultimate package, and of course, most importantly, the mindset that changed from now on. Like we don't think this is still like that far away like before. And then one thing is, if you anything like to me, I think Rudy is like a walking dictionary at a point. And when any transaction that whenever putting into terms and things like that, I call Rudy or I call Michelle and try to put all this like try to benefit our client at the end. Like yeah, that's basically what I get like for all of this. And then yeah, thank you.
Hey, congratulations, Wesley.
Yay, Wesley.
All right, guys. So our next honoree is Renee Wu on Team Freedom.
Renee! How many of you think Renee looks different? I thought you were a guest. I'm not sure. Welcome, Renee. Congratulations.
Yay, Renee.
Hi. It's so nice and honored to be here again. Yeah, so just a few words. I think, again, I wanted to thank Rudy, thank the company, thank Freeman, and the team as a whole. Without the training, without the team system, without the resource that the company is giving us, without everybody who's sharing the information, I won't be here. That's where I am right now. So thank again, and I think right now I'm recognized. Not I think many of you that already know really want me to share like the transactions that I've done for Q1 and Q2. I think many of you know that I have most of my transactions done with my my SOI, like my friends and families. And I think without what's being taught here, I wouldn't done this. I wouldn't gone this far. And right now, I'm being recognized not only by my friends and family as a realtor, but also I start being recognized by my other my realtor friends. So they are amazed. They're like we're actually getting leads from the companies. We're actually getting the clients. The whole system. They were just amazed. So hopefully, I'll be able to bring some good realtors to the company and to the team. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully you guys will see me again next quarter. Thank you.
Renee, you make more money in a month than when you were with Coldwell Banker in the whole year. Congratulations. Sorry. What time is it? How is it?
1:14.
Hey, congratulations. Yep, we are good.
Awesome.
Yeah, you know what Renee is saying just now, right? Initially, when she says this recognized, but basically, Renee, I think what you are trying to say is this: your family and friends, they trust you as a real estate professional. Versus before, they're looking at you, oh, that's just Renee, my whoever, right? So it's a difference. So now, what is it? Because people do business with the people that they know, like, and trust. But think about it, just because, let's say you are my sister, I know you, I like you, and I trust you as a human, but that doesn't mean I'm going to trust you in a real estate transaction. I think, if I'm not wrong, I think what you're trying to say just now your own family and friends, they trust you as a real estate professional, not just, oh, Renee is my sister, right? Is that what you're trying to? Okay. I'm just trying to, man, every single one of these, there's a lot of things we need to learn from each one of this. All right, who's next?
Awesome. All right, guys, so our next honoree is someone, again, who has just given and contributed to the team as a whole and has stepped up as an amazing leader as well. So we wanted to recognize Michelle Leonardi.
Michelle. So, I know I never asked your permission, so I'm going to ask now. Everywhere I go to speak, wherever I go, I always tell your story. You know what I mean? So I hope you are okay with that. I always tell people, oh man, there's this 20 years old girl come to the office working as an admin, answering the telephone at $10 an hour. Right?
Just don't make me cry.
I always tell the story like that. And then now in less than 5 years, bought 2 homes, raised by a single mom. Now, like I always tell the story everywhere I go. And in fact, if you read online on the magazine and stuff, you will see. I didn't tell people your last name because I don't want people to I don't want you or your mom feel awkward. But I just put Michelle like that, 20 years old. Right? How old are you now? 27. So my story is kind of accurate, right? So why don't you, Michelle, this is us, nobody else here. Why don't you share your story, right? Since from the first time we met, because going back to what Steve was saying, the reason we do what we do, this team model here, your story truly inspires me, right? We truly feel like we are making a difference. Because to be honest with you, my wife, as you know, building a team is not easy. You know what my wife told me in 2007, 2008, when we first focused on building a team? Hey man, it's easier if you just sell the home yourself. You know, so rather than teaching and then now you're arguing with people, like why you debate with people? Just get it done. But now when I hear stories like yours, this is why we do what we do, right? When we talk about we truly transform lives, like man, your story is one of the top 10 that really inspire. Every time there's challenges in the business, every time I start questioning myself, are we doing the right thing? Then I start to reflect stories like yours. That's why this video is important, to be more transparent. The reason we are doing this video is from a selfish reason. So when I'm down, I watch your story, your guy's story. Yeah, do you mind share your story in the beginning? And please don't do what Sonia did, stop in the middle. No. No. We want to capture Sonia on one-on-one later on private.
Well, really blessed to be here. If it wasn't for God, my mom's prayers, Rudy, Benny, and everyone here, I wouldn't be able to be here because I was on medical. I was a medical student. I'm doing to become a doctor because I wanted to grow up in a family. And that's how I came across Rudy's team and started working as a part-time at $10 an hour. So being here, it's a really huge change for myself and my family. So, but it wasn't easy because as you can see, I'm still pretty young and I started when I was 21. So I hated actually going to meet with clients before because I would go home and cry. I'm like, oh my God, because they actually looked down on me because of my age. I was really young. And then, but I took that as a lesson. I'm like, you know what could make me different? That's what Steve was saying earlier, knowledge. This is where I really didn't want to disappoint anybody. I didn't want to disappoint Rudy because he trusted me as much as I trusted him. Because I know it's not easy for him to give clients to like a 21-year-old. As you know, like one client costs like $5,000-$10,000. If you just give it to like a little kid, then I could just burn it just like that, right? So it's like really huge responsibility. So that's really like, well, I changed my mind. I shifted to trying to become a better version of myself. I slept like 2-3 hours a day. I spent the night to actually learn how to be better. And people were like, you know what, let me show how do it so easy. How can you sell homes in like 1 day, 2 days? It just doesn't take that fast. It actually took a lot of process. But really here, because how Rudy really trusted me, and money is not even like an issue anymore, or even like something that really inspired me to be where I am right now, but how I changed to be different, a different type of Michelle. I remember the first appointment that Rudy gave me, I came home crying because it was like a huge, the client was like a huge investor, looked down on me, but that's where I really shifted my mind. And then Rudy, one time during conference, we had like 3 days conference all the time before, right? He just told me last minute, Michelle, can you share your buyer's appointment in front of 200 agents, and all of them were my mentors, and I sat in the front. My legs were actually shaking, so I wouldn't be able to actually share who I am right now because if he doesn't push me to be the person I am today. So thank you, Rudy.
Congratulations! So let's interview you a little bit. So there's a couple of things you said just now. You feel so there's if this is a comfort zone, right? So you don't feel comfortable, but you did it anyway. In fact, I think anybody who watched Michelle doing presentation, like, do you guys see that she was shaking? No, right? But my question to you is this: what motivates you? What drives you to? Because you could have said no, by the way, right? You know, right? You could have said every time, hey Michelle, can you share that? You could have said no, because I think I never push anybody. I'm just asking, hey, do you like today? Like, hey, can you share? And then you share, right? You could have easily said no, but you keep you just kept quiet and you move forward. Like, can you share like what's going on in your mind? So like, I think that's the definition of courage. What is courage? Courage is like you are doing it while you are nervous. Like, I'm afraid of public speaking, but I'm doing it while my knees are knocking, right? You know what I mean? So can you share like what motivates you, what drives you, what kept you going? How long you been with the team now?
I started in 2015.
Oh, you asked me to do math? Okay.
6, 7 years? Yeah, going on 7 years.
Oh, like 7 years? Okay. So in the last 7 years, I'm sure, the Michelle that now you're selling about, look at you, millionaires, real estate agents at 25 years old. I'm sure you get a lot of distraction. I'm sure you get a lot of temptation, right? So what kept you like focused? Does it? Yeah. Okay. Can you share that, because that's important?
I always set myself a different why and goals every time, and really I always big to you, Rudy. I told my friends, like, if I'm gonna be like an agent all my life, I'm gonna be in this team forever. So like, I see yourself like trusting a 21-year-old. That really like changed my mind.
Yeah. So your goal changed, right? So when the first time we met, what was your why? The first time when you were like 20, 21 years old.
To provide for my family and buy my mom a home.
Okay, and you bought because you were raised by a single mom. When did you just bought your mom home?
A few years ago.
What did your mom you should invite your mom here, right? Okay, so you bought your mom home. How many 25 years old that you guys know bought their mom a brand new home? I don't, when I was 25 years old, you know what I say to my mom? Mom, I need money. So I don't want my mom to meet you, because I know what my mom will say to you. Why don't you be like Michelle? Oh, all right, my second question is this: what's your why now? Like, what motivates you? What drives you?
And then for a couple of years after, like, I bought my mom a home, I'm like, you know, what else is there to do? I did what I wanted to do in the first place, and I set myself a different goal where I really want to help other people. I wanted to have orphanages, and that happened. That made me want to work even harder, because in order for me to help other people, I need to have enough for myself and more than that. And now my goal is I'm going to build a family soon, so I want to make sure that I can provide for my kids, and then so I don't have to work as much as I work now, so later on I can spend time with my kids.
So you just had a boyfriend?
Yeah.
You have a boyfriend now, and you're thinking of getting a family, right? What is your boyfriend here? Why you never introduce your boyfriend?
She laughs.
I don't see. How did you meet the boyfriend? No, it's completely. So do you hear what Michelle is saying? Initially, the goal is to buy for herself, to provide for herself, for the mom. But then I remember, 2 or 3 years ago, I forgot, you came in the office and you told me, oh, I'm so stressed out, blah, blah, blah. But then you actually disappeared, right? You disappeared for like 3-6 months. But then you came back to the office and you look very excited. And then I asked you, like, what happened? And you told me you just anonymously sponsor like thousands of orphanages, right? So orphanages, you just give them like food and stuff like that anonymously so they don't know. And that gets you excited, right? So, okay, so that's what I was trying to say just now, you guys. Initially, you gotta help yourself, but then after that, your business is for other people, right? So I think what inspired you all the way until today is you realize your business is designed for other people. That's why you have to be successful, because success is your duty, your responsibility, your community needs you. Your family, your moms, your community needs you, right? Okay, so congratulations. Who's your boyfriend's fiancé name? Ivan. Ivan, right? Man, look at, did you show Ivan? Look, Ivan. I just saw $7 million. What did you say? It's a lot of pressure, man. If I'm the boyfriend, this is a lot of pressure. Congratulations. Oh, picture, yeah, sorry, I forgot. Sorry, talk too much. Yay!
Alright guys, so our next honoree, I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. I know he's very bashful, very quiet. Doesn't really party all that much. But we did want to recognize Freeman Wang with $6,050,000
Hey, congratulations, Freeman!
Now you're gonna talk to me, right?
No, share your story, man. Share your story. Share your story.
I'm not shaking because I'm not good at public speaking. Yeah, my name was mentioned many times today, so I don't have to mention it again. I joined the company 4 years ago as a solo agent. At that time, Rudy always talked to me saying that, Freeman, you have to improve your English. I don't understand whatever you say. Okay, and then always using me as a bad example back then. Because hey, top agent from Century 21, don't even know the contract. So that makes me working really hard. I have to be improved, you know. And after 2 years hardworking implementations for routing system, my income was double, and then end up I'm trying to follow Rudy. Rudy using a word saying that Freeman build a team, and I die with you. Okay, I said okay. Then right now I have 30 people. I'm so blessed that I have 10 of my team members who was qualified for this event. When they mentioned my name, I just feeling so emotional. Really.
Cry like a Moody.
Okay, I'm holding. Okay. I think my mission is changed right now. I'm trying to serve. Right, this what Rudy teach me. Rudy is my mentor. Okay, for building a team. And for me, the rank individual is no longer important to me, because I talk to my team members saying that, hey, next quarter you guys won't see me, okay? Because everybody is better than me right now. I'm working better than me. So I'm trying to focus on building my team, and hopefully gonna have more people who can qualify for Q3 and Q4, and hopefully I still can be qualified. Yeah, for my team member, for me actually, all of my team members is my clients, so I'm trying to focus on to serve them, to change their lifestyle and elevate their lifestyles, and hopefully I can get more people to join my team, and we and Rudy have a goal, right? We have a dream. 1,000 agents, okay? Woo!
Yeah, congratulations. So just to clarify, because you keep on mentioning about the team, right now you are being recognized as for your individual production. I want to make sure we are clear here. So Freeman Wang, in the last 90 days, you personally, not team, sold over $6 million. In the last 6 months, over $11 million, right? So everybody understand this is a personal production, not a team production. We're gonna go to a team category later on, but this is personal production. And congratulations. And you know what Freeman is saying just now is, I want you, if you are part of this, if you're a team members, send a text message to your team leaders, because did you hear what Freeman said? He was the #1 Century 21 agent, right? So for him,
No contract.
right? Did you hear what he said just now? The team leaders actually has a very big responsibility because they actually have to serve their team members. You actually put the other first. That means you have to, it take a dip in your personal production, right? You told me, oh my gosh, this is actually embarrassing, right? Because you said all this time, you always been the #1, right? This is like the first time in your life, you're like the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in personal production, right? But you are happy, it brings a different joy because you are happy. The people that in your team, 10 of them actually becoming the top, right? So that's what leadership is all about. Leadership is a matter of how many other leaders you can raise. It's not about domination. It's not about controlling people, right? It's about lifting others up. And I think this is, the number is kind of like show by itself, right? So I want you to send a text message to your team leaders and thank them because they take a lot of sacrifice, not just financially, right? Financially, okay, you tell me, let's have an open conversation here. And you make more money when you just sell the house on your side, bam, right? You actually, so #1, financially, you physically, right now, Cindy told me last week, man, Freeman is always on the phone. Right, Freeman is always on the phone. You're helping other people, right? To elephants. So you take a lot of you take a lot of sacrifice, right? So that's why send a text message and appreciate your team leaders because they sacrifice personally, professionally, financially, right? They're taking a risk to make sure that you are successful.
You're welcome.
Okay.
No, I have to special thank you.
Congratulations.
I have to give a special thank you to Rudy and Benny. Being such a good leader. Such good mentor and open-minded, and then discuss with us to make our dream come true.
Yep, that's good.
And then I have the special thank you, my right-hand person, Cindy, because I never mentioned her.
Cindy!
Thank you for taking care of you so well, and I think she's getting busier. She quit her job and then trying to make sure my team is growing.
So now she's a full-time with your team.
Yeah, she's my admin. At the same time, I have to thank you all the admin in the company. Everybody is really helpful. Thank you, Kelsey, and for managing my team. Thank you, and then thank you all of my team members. Thank you for all of your hard work.
Picture. Yay, congratulations!
Yay. So you guys can understand my English better?
No, Freeman, the only thing I remember when we first, how many of you remember Freeman came to the office with a snake skin jacket? That's the only thing I remember. Everything else I don't remember.
Hungry sitting there like...
He was coming in sweats, not even the
Snake sweat.
All right, guys, so I wanted to acknowledge our next honoree. I don't believe he was able to join us today, but Ray Chen did 7.7 million in sales volumes for Q2 of 2021. So congratulations to Ray. Awesome. All right, guys, so our next honorees are just absolutely killing it in the San Fernando Valley. We wanted to just give a big recognition and congratulations to Ron and SC. $8 million for Q2 2021.
Welcome to LA. Welcome to LA.
Congratulations.
You have to cut your vacation short just to be with us. No.
I would never do that. Vacation. Sure. Happy to be here. Second quarter. We did better than the first quarter. You know, I don't know, we shouldn't repeat everything that everybody said, but there's one thing I think I speak on behalf of both of us that kind of changed since we joined Rudy. First of all, I still remember the first time we came to our live team leader meeting. I don't know, 10 team leaders at the time. And Rudy talked about the VIP buyer and how we charge the buyer, and we're like, what is this guy saying? How we charge the buyers. And then a month later, we did $60,000 extra in following Rudy's system. So copy paste. He keeps saying that, and that's what we're doing.
On one deal.
On one deal.
60,000 on one deal,
Yeah.
on top of the 2.5%.
Yeah. So copy paste Rudy. He knows what he's talking about. That's one thing. Second thing, I have to say, whenever we meet buyers and sellers, and it's just a pleasure presenting the system. You know, at the beginning we're like RERM, like why do we need to talk about that? It's huge. Everything in our system, every single point in our VIP buyer document is gold. And you wake us up in the middle of the night, we'll spit it, all of it, you know, and we do it with a lot of pleasure. 50% of our business is based on referrals, which is huge. Our people trust us. And it's just a pleasure working in this company where everybody's so humble, so sharing. I don't know, it's fun. So thank you, Rudy, for making this not only financially successful, but also a lot of fun.
Whoa. How can I top that?
Talk about our open house.
You can't.
So we've been following Rudy for 2 years before we joined. We saw his climb and he said, I'm gonna know this guy. I gotta go be together with this guy and be with him in business.
Yes.
And that was the best business decision we made. And this system is great, is amazing. It's just you have to blindly go through it, and it will take you anywhere. You're gonna skyrocket. What I want to say is about our clients. So we say real estate is a keystone to success in financially and also emotionally. So owning real estate is so important that we need to transfer this idea to our buyers. Once they believe in it, then they follow you all the way through. And our success is being, again, we don't even follow our numbers. We didn't know we were going to reach that high actually this time.
No, I do follow numbers.
Most of it is.
Numbers.
But not on that, because we didn't know. We work, we keep taking our clients with us through the roof. We're working on off-market properties. This time is like at least 50% of our business is off-market. Okay, so we don't just follow the MLS. We let the MLS follow us, and we take our clients with us and show them success. And this is how we become successful this quarter, and hopefully next quarter even it's going to be bigger. So thank you, Rudy.
Thank you, and Chelsea.
And Chelsea,
Danny.
actually everybody here is very helpful when you need something. Always there. Everybody's humble. We definitely appreciate that. Glad to be in business with you.
I think you're going to be in trouble today. You made Vanny stand in front of everybody, speak. If you need a place to stay.
That's too obvious. That was not planned. You guys can see that.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. I just saw her, so might as well call, right?
So, Rudy, you are invited to our office in the Valley. We have our own branch. Please come over and see.
Everybody's invited too.
Everybody. To see how little by little we grow, and so we just see only positives.
Tell everybody, where are you again? San Fernando.
Woodland Hills.
Woodland Hills.
Woodland.
So you guys, so these team leaders here, eventually, right, by December 2022, can you imagine there are 100 team leaders in different locations? So ideally, when you travel, there's a place that you can meet. I think, who's the name? Zanek, was it you that put together a deal in Orange County, somewhere in Anaheim, and you swing by Lucas' office to put together a deal? It was you, right? Yeah, you call Lucas. Hey, Lucas, I just have a deal. I just need a place to sign, whatever. And Lucas say welcome, right? So that's what's really cool. Together we help each other. It's called association, right? Because when you make Aaron and Esti good, and then everybody else, and everybody become. That's how you help more people. Okay, so thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's go take a picture. Yeah. Let's take a picture here. Go. Yay! Congratulations! Congratulations! Oh, thank you. Woo.
All right, guys.
Almost! What time are we now? Are we still good?
We're almost there.
Okay.
2 more.
Okay, guys, we need to be excited here. Look at this. Look at this, Chelsea. This is not a typo. $13 million in 3 months. Who guessed that? Yeah, $12,537,000 in 3 months.
Yeah.
This is not a typo. This is not an annual production.
This is an individual sales volume, not a team, not a year sales volume.
This is a team member, right?
A team member on Freeman Wang's team. Tina died. $12 million.
$537,000. Tina! Congratulations!
She's asking for
Okay.
I'm helping.
Yeah, because this is the first time I stand here, so I have the nervous.
She said she's nervous, so I just trying to calm her down. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Rudy. Thank you, Brennan, bring me to our team. Yeah, our team is so enabling. Yeah, so fun. I thank you, everybody.
Yeah, Tina is a former top agent in Toll Brothers. I met her, I think, in the award, right?
Oh yeah. I have the transaction have a problem in the Warner. Cancel escrow 2 times.
No, let me finish. No, because I met Tina in the Toll Brothers.
First time.
No, the first time, yes. And then that's how we know each other. And then I think I'm selling pretty well for Toll Brothers. But look at this girl, she's number 2. I think sell like 20 Toll Brothers homes in a year. And then I think she's netting 800,000 just selling one deal, one community. So that's how she get my attention. And we just have added a WeChat, and then we just communicate a little bit. And I think majority of her clients from China. And then, but I think her challenge for last year because of a pandemic and also the currency control from China.
Yeah, and this is a challenge.
And then for her, it's a big challenge. And then I think she asked me some advice for the local transactions. And then she's trying to develop her listing skills, right? And I think that's why she approached me regarding a listing that she was not getting sold. And then I think I give her some advice, and then she's using our system and get home sold really quick. That's why we opened the conversations, and she joined me too. And so far, she's very good. I think she just have 10 listings signed, and then most of them was double in the south. So, yeah. All right. All right. Thank you. Good job.
All right, Tina.
Yay! Congratulations, Tina. So how do you sell? So can you share with everybody maybe 1 or 2 things how are you able to do this kind of numbers?
Yeah, so the Yuhong said they have the strong system, and we have the best team leader. Yes, and all of the team leader is very happy. Yeah, thank you, team leader. And all of the team leader is so young and so fun and so active. Yeah, and every day we talk about in the group.
You talk politics?
Yeah, we have a chat.
You talk politics? Oh, how do you deal? How do you deal? Sorry, I thought.
And share the story.
I see because the collaboration you guys share with each other every day, right?
We
write together and
Yeah.
choose the more money.
Yeah.
Thank
The
you.
system,
System.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. I remember because like you hardly talk, like we never really talk. But then I remember when we were in Cancun, Freeman called me in the middle of the night. Hey, Rudy, come down here to jacuzzi. And then no, I'm serious. This is in Cancun last month. Right? So I went down to jacuzzi, and then that's my first time I met you in jacuzzi in Cancun.
Yeah, don't worry about it, because when I just joined the company, just like that. Okay, just be confident. Okay, you can do.
Yes.
Congratulations. Let's go take a picture. Let's go take a picture. Yay! Congratulations!
Tina. So our last honoree was not able to join us today.
Oh, everybody! Send a text message. Blow up Katie's cell phone.
Her cell phone, workplace, Facebook, everything. Congratulations, Katie, at $13 million.
$13 million.
You too in 2021. Congratulations, Katie.
Yeah, that is serious numbers. Okay, so now what's the plan?
So now we have one last category. It's a new category for us for Q2 this time around. We wanted to highlight not just the individual performance, but the teams that have just completely blown it out of the water for the first 2 quarters of 2021.
Yes.
So as you guys have seen, there have been multiple team members that made it this time around from the Freeman Wang team. So we wanted to congratulate the entire team. There's $52 million in sales volume for the second quarter of 2021.
Yeah, let's have everybody from the team to come up here.
Yes,
And
the entire team, everybody.
And bring your own awards and trophy. So this is for the team. Here, let me read this. It says, Team Freeman Wang 2021, $52,267,388 for the last 90 days. And year to date is $89 million. That's almost $90 million in the last 6 months. Right? It says, when you put other first, you will never be second. Go serve big.
Okay, very, very nice.
So, I'm not sure if you guys know, this is, you put it on the wall, right? You put it on the wall, and you put it like that. And come on guys, let's go take a picture. And this is to inspire moving forward. We are building more and more team leaders. Obviously, Freeman have a little bit head start here. You've been with the team a little bit longer, but we want to encourage our team leaders to continue building the team. All right, so, okay. Okay, well, we have too many. Chelsea, you just... Can you capture Chelsea? Chelsea, yeah, squeeze in Chelsea. Yeah. Come. Yeah, can you, does it fit?
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. $89 million. That's a lot. That's a lot. I remember. Yeah. Okay. Congratulations. Now, look at our business partners here. All of these things here, as you can see, all the leads, all the appointments will not happen. If you flip back on the reverse side, will not happen without the support of all of our business partners here, here at our central transaction team. Rian, if you're watching on this, Rian, take a lot of, she stepped up into a leadership role. She's been promoted to the TC manager there. She oversees. She's a good leader. She's really good at managing the people, and she's really stepped up to that capacity. Escrow, Jocelyn. Is anybody from Jocelyn office here today? Okay, so I know Jocelyn is on out of town, but California Escrow Group, home loans. Anybody from our home loan team? Let's go, guys. Just come up here. Let's go take because we have raffles. Margaret is working, and we need to give Margaret time to do the raffle. We have a lot of money to give away here. You ready, Margaret?
Yeah, ready.
Oh, ready? Okay, good. All right, guys, let's just do the raffle here. We're doing our mortgage team, our insurance here, Prodigy, and title, right, Mike? Okay, why don't you do a quick, do your thing, and then give away your. Okay, guys, this is where you pay attention. This is where all the gifts. You ready? It's your show.
Hi, my name is Manuel Anzus with Go Away Home Loans. Appreciate you giving me the opportunity to help you and your clients get pre-approved to purchase a new home, and I so look forward to assisting you in the future. Thank you.
Let's go to the raffle. Where is the raffle?
Right here.
All right. Okay, Manuel. Thanks.
All right, Manuel, you choose who's our first raffle winner.
How much we are giving away? Up to, what's the most? $500? $100? What is it?
Let's see, we got like 15, 15, 25, 25 to 100, 25 to 100.
A lot of stuff.
For Jonathan.
Jonathan! You win $5. No.
Amazon gift card, maybe somewhere between 25 and 500.
Okay, between $5 to $500.
Congratulations.
Take a picture. Hey, Jonathan, with everybody, just mine and everybody, just take a picture, group picture with everybody. My BB, Richard. Yay! Let's go move fast.
Next is for $15 Panera gift card.
$50. Ron and Esty! Ron and Esty! Come on! We gotta move fast. We need to move fast, guys. Let's go. Take a picture, group picture, everybody. Let's take a group picture with everybody. We have one more thing to do.
Thank you.
Next.
All right, next we have a $15 Cold Stone.
Woo! Who's that? We have one more coming up, Children's Hospital again. Yes? Yeah? Edward! Richard, you have to yell.
We're not a property insurance. I'm very humbled to be here. I thank you for your business, and we are future clients' number one priority. Make sure that they have proper insurance coverage, so you close that escrow and get paid. So, thank you very much for being here. Humble and to be successful people that are helping people get their homes and businesses.
Thank you, Richard. Take a picture with Edward. Everybody, mine, BB, Manuel, everybody. Don't be shy. You know, Manuel, BB, all these are our business. Without them, like, we couldn't do what we do around here. Let's go, move.
And next is a $15 Starbucks gift card.
Yeah.
To congratulate everyone today and just to say thank you. And if you guys ever need anything, just know that I am available nights, weekends. I always answer my phone. So whenever you need any assistance, whether it's to read a prelim from the buy side, the sell side, just know that we're here to support you and to help you. And I don't think anybody else in here knows my story and how I met Rudy, so I just want to tell you guys really quickly. At the time, I was actually picking between two companies, either Fidelity or Lawyer's Title. And so every rep that I talked to told me, you need to go to Fidelity, you need to meet Rod, you need to go to Fidelity. And Rod's been, 22 years in a row, #1 title company. So I made the decision to join Fidelity, and I was just so happy that I did, and I'm so grateful. And so I was actually after Rudy for 3 years. I contacted Rudy all the time. I emailed him, I texted him, I messengered him. It was to the point where he was either going to, put a restraining order on me or beat me. And I'm so glad that he made the decision to introduced him to Ron, and the rest is history. So just wanted to tell our story and to thank you so much. It's such a blessing working with you guys. Thank you.
Christy.
So you guys know the story, right? So when I first met Mai, I told her that, hey man, who do you know? Who do you know that can help take our business to the next level? Who do you know? See, that's the kind of question that you always have to ask. Every time you meet people, you have to ask, who do you know that can help us to take next level? And then Mai said, well, you gotta meet my manager, Rod called me. I said, okay. So that's how I met Rod. And then the same thing, I met Rod. I said, who do you know that can do this? That's how I met Steve Delafiaga. So I want you to look like the who, man. The who is more important than anything else in business. Every time you meet people, I want you to start thinking that way. Hey, who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? You know, who do you know who can help? Whatever problem you have. When I first met Steve, I told him, man, this is the problem we have. Who do you know who can solve that problem? And then they met Steve. So now, with the partnership with Steve, Delafiaga, as you can see, we literally tens of millions of dollars in business because of Steve. Right? We are only, what's the saying? We are only 1, 2, 3, 7 connection away from getting anything you want in life. Right? So you gotta ask them, hey, who do I need to know? Who do I need to know? Right? Sandy, same way. When I first met Sandy, when we did our opening here, hey Sandy, who do you know? Then Sandy introduced to, by the way, the mayors and the people at San Gabriel is gonna come to our company picnic on August 7th. But without Sandy opening up the door, I wouldn't know. I don't know anybody, right? I don't hang out and stuff. So I want you to start thinking the who is more important. And like Sonia, she's a very inspiring story, right? You met Christy. I mean, it doesn't. Sonia may not saying the word "who do you know," but it's kind of like that. Then Sonia and then Christy connected you to me, and then it became a mutually beneficial. But I hope you start. The reason we are doing these events because it's not just to it's good to recognize you, but I want you to start thinking, oh wow. You know what I mean? We can actually do this, right? Okay.
And just to remind everybody, so August 7th in San Gabriel,
yes.
We are doing our family picnic, so please bring yourselves, bring your family.
August 7th, family picnic. We have the mayor of San Gabriel will be there, the people there. Sandy will be there for sure. I think, are you going to be? Yeah. You're assuming stuff.
All right, so next. This is for a $50 Amazon card.
Derek.
Derek! Woo! What is that again?
$50 Amazon.
Oh, $50. Do you guys realize where else you are surrounded by millionaires, real estate agents? Man, this room is unique.
Awesome. All right, $50.
$50, that's a lot of stuff.
Ryan!
Ryan! Woo! By the way, you guys, just in case if I forgot, Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, you give away almost $12,000 in the last 90 days. Make sure you take a picture of this. Oh, Ryan, that's a lot of coffee. That's a lot of coffee.
I drink too much coffee.
Are you talking about getting engaged or married? Not yet?
Yes, you are.
I'm here.
Renee.
Next is a Lava Rock fragrance diffuser.
Caroline.
Finally, are you going to do a video after this?
Awesome. Next up is a Chop House Gourmet Salt Pork.
Wow.
Spice up your life now. Spice it up.
Oh my God. Pick the wrong person.
Cindy, take a picture. Let's go. Okay, maybe you're going to cook this weekend?
All those spices. Oh.
Okay, for you.
Oh, yeah. My man, you're the front.
Is that okay? Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Next is a bread box.
Good. Mr. Raphael. Hold on. Before you leave, hold on, I forgot. Well, I didn't see Steve. Before you leave, can you, I just want to make sure everybody knows, this is the man that is responsible for the majority of our corporate partnership here at your home show. Why don't you introduce yourself, everybody? Thank you for your...
So I'm the connector, that's what I do. And I completely believe in the philosophy that Rudy and Steve have, and that is, we're only one or two people away from that right connection that's going to help our business and our life. I worked with Steve for 18 years when he was the manager down in Arizona for Fidelity, and I was the manager here at Fidelity here in Los Angeles. And then he called me up one day, and I'll never forget, I remember where I was, and he says, Rod, I have an opportunity to move to a corporate position. Well, I have to travel 200 days a year and be the head of sales for all of our brands. We have 289 direct operations, 33,000 people in the company that we built up over 30 years. There's 289 of me out there, and so we all kind of reported in the dotted line to Steve. But his job was to bring value down to our level that we could bring over to a client like Rudy. So that's what he did for 6 years, traveled 200 days a year. That's why he today has his own business and is in business with 460 teams. And think about that, when you're in business with 460 teams and you get to talk to 100 of them like Rudy, and we know Rudy's one of his own, but you talk to them when we do calls, you pick up nuggets. And how is that team doing in Mississippi? And how is that team selling 600 homes for 200,000? And what tool do they have that's helping that new agent get another sale that month? Steve puts that in a program. We do a call. We invite 45 people on a call. Everybody learns about how that team in Mississippi is selling an extra 100 homes, which comes down at your level to help you sell one home. So last night when Steve came in town, I took him to dinner. Specifically wanted to spend an hour and a half because I want to know what the future lead gen is. And he was sharing with me a couple of the future lead gen. And of course, you all, because of this relationship with Rudy and how well all you all are doing, he'll bring it to Rudy first here in Southern California. So that will generate more leads for you to make more sales so you can make more money. And then just a little bit about Mai. It was a wonderful opportunity to meet Mai. She was making a decision between one of our sister companies and us, and I'm so glad she made the decision to come to work for us because Mai, when we recruited Mai, she was making this much money, and I said, Mai, what's your goal? She says, well, I'm a single mom, I have 2 young kids, I want to buy a house, and I want to earn this much money. Now, on my team in Los Angeles, we have 41 salespeople that cover 113 cities, and it's a super competitive team. We're number 1, 2, and 3 in 73% of all of the markets in Los Angeles. So we take it very seriously. So when Mai says I want to earn here, I said, well, that'll put you in the top 15 of the team. Well, Mai has exceeded that. She's in the top 12 now, 3 years later. On the She's just like you out there, you know, who started her career here and has learned to take it to this next level. So Rudy, thank you so much for your business, your friendship, the loyalty. Greatly appreciate it. It was such a great opportunity that Mai introduced me to you, and you know what you've done for the company. So
Thank
really
you so much.
appreciate you.
Everybody appreciate this. This is a true. I want you to learn from this. Is the value of business is that you have when the two people together, the sum of 1 + 1 it cannot be 2, right? The sum of 1 + 1 it gotta be 10, 15. So that's why we want to make sure when you are in touch with the clients, it's a life. It's called we believe in a lifetime value of a client, right? What's the value are you gonna add in that relationship? The majority of the people. Rod, they are takers. They want to take from you. Right? They want to take. You know, majority of the vendors, they come and say, I want to take your business. I want to take your business, right? So when you came in a little bit different. You came in and say, I remember you asked, what's your biggest problem? I was like, wow, that's interesting, right? You ask problem, because that's what we teach you. Problem. When we meet with clients, we need to identify what's the client's problem. Oh, they've been looking to buy homes for a year. Every time they submit an offers, there's always multiple offers. What's the solution? Then we have access to homes that's not available online, right? And that's how it benefits. Problem, solution, benefit. So when I met you, you are the first one actually that asked, hey, what's the problem? And then I share with you, oh, this is the problem in this business. And then you say, well, I think I know somebody who can help you with the solution. Then you connect me with people. And that's it. And you just go away. I'm the one who call you. I say, hey, what do you do again? You are like, how can I get more of your connection? Right? Because your people, like, right? I call you and say, hey man, I want to do business, but the learning lesson here is this: you gotta add value. That's basically the point.
Bringing the value. And what do we do it all for? Just for one thing. I don't give Rudy anything of finance. I just bring value. I don't give any money to Rudy. Rudy doesn't give any money to our company. All we ask is support Mai with the title order and the transaction. So when you're negotiating in the living room and it's seller's choice, it's Fidelity Title. Yeah. That's what this whole thing is about. So if we can bring lead generation to Rudy through a third-party relationship we have with Steve, and that helps you get an extra 3 sales a year, which makes you an extra $40,000, that is what I train all of my salespeople to think about every single day. Is that mentality. Is that mentality.
What did we learn today? Return on relationships. Return on relationship, right? Because no matter, like, okay, so like this is a good example here. When I met Sandy, whenever I need anything in life, I just call Sandy like this is. How many of you like the YHSGRstore.com? Who do you think created all that YHS? So we had a problem. We used to work with different vendors, right? And then Christy told me, hey man, the company name, it's spelled your home. What's the problem? I don't even know what's the problem.
Reality.
Oh yeah. So Christy told me. So one day she's in the office at night, and then she came in with all these boxes. I said, why you have all these boxes? Christy, and then the office, and oh, because the company misspelled. What do you mean misspelled? Because it's a logo, right? You just copy and paste it. You know, how can you possibly misspell? And so Christy showed me, look, the name is spelled your home sold guaranteed reality. Right? It's like I'm calling your name instead of Rod, I'm calling you Bob. Right? It looks like it's just one. It looks like just one alphabet, but it changed the whole thing. Yeah, right? Instead of calling Rudy, Booty. Like so I told, remember Christy? And then I told Christy, no, we cannot work with that. So I asked the vendors to change. So we have problem with the vendors over and over again. And then finally, I said, you know, we gotta change vendors. We cannot be dealing with this issue. Is so minute. And we actually have a lot of grace. We believe people make mistakes, it's okay. Right? We give how long, Christy? 1 year. 1 year to fix the mistake. That's abundance of grace. That's overly gracious. Right? So finally, I have enough. Like, this 1 year to fix reality, that's a little bit too much, you know?
Yes.
So finally, do call Sandy. I call you. Okay, we gotta change the people that we do business with here. This is a lack of whatever, I don't know.
Integrity.
So they call Sandy, and Sandy said, hey, who do you know that can provide all these t-shirt, caps, hats, marks, everything? So Sandy just connect me with this guy that I'm working with now. right? And then tomorrow on the on the company picnic, we are doing it at the park. Then we ask Sandy again, who's the DJ who can make it fun? Their job is to make it fun. Otherwise, the event is like boring, right? So Sandy again introduced. But my point is this: in life, we are only one or two. Like whatever you need in life, there's people that you know, right? So I always call Sandy. Sandy, who do you know who can solve me this problem? I have this problem. People cannot spell reality. And then Sandy, okay, this guy can spell, I think. and then everybody happy. Do you guys see? You are only one or two connection away from whatever you need in life.
That's right.
Okay, so Sandy is a good resource. Rod and Mai, I don't want you to look at them like these people here. They are not just insurance guy. You know, it looks like they're an insurance guy, but the reason we are in business with them is because of who you know. There's so many insurance guys. I don't care about the insurance, but then it's the connection that they have. Does it make sense? So thank you for your friendship and relationship and making all of us look good. Right? You make me look good. I don't do anything. I just ask him, and this is my problem. Right?
So more good stuff coming.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. Everybody, if you like this, thanks, Sandy. Shoe covers. I'm selling the whole box of shoe covers.
Shoe cover?
Okay. All right. Shoe covers. You need it. You know the hour, that's why. Thank you.
You can tell your husband that today you win a box of shoe covers.
$25 Visa card.
Oh.
Ron Bone.
Ron Bone.
Whoa, all right.
Congratulations. Oh, thank you.
Ron Bone!
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, one last $25 Visa gift card. Kevin Chen.
Kevin Chen! Just a reminder, you guys, before you go home, make sure you take a picture with this children's hospital. We are supposed to play a video, but it's too complex.
Awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much to all of our affiliates, Doorway, Prodigy, Idle, Insurance. Thank you guys for all that you do. Congratulations again to all of our winners for the Q2 fundraisers 2021.
Yes. Woo!
Now we want to give the money. Do we have Okay, everybody, we are not finished yet. Hold on. We want
to say a big thank you to two people who have helped make this all possible today. They came in early, they set up everything for everyone. They support us in our promotional items and getting everything out there on video, photos. They also helped us with the ISA team and getting that put together as well too. So we wanted to say a big thank you to Margaret.
Margaret, come up here, Margaret! Come on here. Go, big. Take a picture.
Well, Margaret.
Beauty.
And the video genius. This is Joseph Baldonado, everybody.
Joseph.
Joseph, how long have you been in the team, Joseph? How many?
3 years.
3 years.
Way to go, Joseph.
So, all right. So here, one more thing, last one. Oh, Chelsea, you stand there now. Oh. I like the podium. Sandy introduced me to a podium. Now I am addicted. I never used a podium before. I kind of like it.
It's a great tool.
Yeah, I kind of like it. This is the first time I use a podium. Now, in the last 90 days, you guys, you take a portion of your income to help kids at Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. Now, typically, we go to Children's Hospital in LA for a tour. However, because of COVID, the hospital is still closed. So what happened is that we already mailed out the check, they already received it, they came to our office last week. Many of you were not in the office when the person from CHLA came. So this is your opportunity. If you, maybe by group or individual, we're gonna just leave it here. So if you wanna take a picture here. Make sure, because the reason is this, we never ask money from our clients. This is your income. You take a portion of our income to help kids at Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. You know the difference between what we do here versus Walmart, for example? When you go to Walmart asks their clients for money, right? You ask, hey, do you want to give money to Children's Hospital in Los Angeles? Here, we never ask money from our clients. So every time we close escrow, you guys, if you look at your closing statement, you take a portion of your income to help kids at CHLA. So, and this is just one of the 5 nonprofits that we support. So I want to make sure that you know your business truly making a difference in other people's lives.
Yes.
So once again, this is the end of our Q2 2021 award ceremony. I just want to make sure, hey, it's a pleasure to be in business with you. Congratulations, together, go serve big. Let's make a difference, let's change lives, you guys.